So in my explanation right there, I said that Emmanuel, you're back. Good. So let me explain what you wanted me to explain again for you. So like I was illustrating, in an uptrend, we do like high, low, high, low, high, low, high. And now, whenever price, we know that this point here is, what's it called? A low.
Low.
A low. I believe you understand that through the videos you watched.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Now this is a high. This is a what? This is a high.
High.
This new point is a what? A higher low because it is higher than the what? Previous low.
Yeah. High.
Yeah, higher high and like that. That's what consists of an option. And like that, this is our what? This is our higher high, our higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Like that. Now this is an uptrend. Now in an uptrend, we are looking for most what? We're looking for buys. So now this buys in an uptrend, that's where our support levels are. And our support levels are mostly below, like this. Support levels are below, while resistance are on top. So support levels are below. So you find your support level at a higher low point. Meaning that when price is about to come back, we understand that this was our recent higher low. Now this will be our recent higher high, right?
Yes.
So this is our recent higher high. We are expecting for as price created a higher, it's supposed to come down and create what? Create a higher low so that it can go back in its original direction, right? So now this higher low,
Yes.
that level where price comes back to create a higher low before it goes back up, where we look for to buy and what we call support levels. I believe that's very clear explanation now.
Yeah.
All right, good. So now you always buy at support and then support levels like this, you buy there, you buy there. That's where buyers come into the market at support level. And when they're in an uptrend, we buy. Let me write this. Uptrend equals to buy. Then
That's the bullish.
bullish, yes. And the support level is where you buy. Support level is where you buy from. Now, whenever you are buying from a support level, you just become a buyer. Do you get?
Yeah.
Now that is it in an uptrend, right? Now let's move to what? To a downtrend. You can see this trade here. I took it with you guys, so you saw how it played out. And when it went up, it came down. It went up, it came down. Now, when price, I will know that okay, this is a form of an what? An uptrend. Now, this low here is our low. This point here will be our what? Will be our high, right? Now, this next low will be our what? Our higher low, right? Then this will be our higher high. Meaning that we are expecting price to come back from this high point here, to create a low point here, right? So now when price came back
Yeah.
to create a new higher low, we look for our support level there. So now price created a what? Higher low. Now that's where I said we should buy from. So you can see how
And
I said it and I illustrated it with a live trade for you on the chart. So you can really start to understand the concept. I believe we understand that now.
yeah.
Cool. Now let's move to resistance. Now resistance is where we look to take our sell trades from. Now that's where sellers come into the market at resistance level. I believe you are following.
Yeah.
Let me write it out. Resistance equals to sales, right? Now, Resistance, when price goes to resistance, that's where you are looking to sell from. So, and in what trend do you sell from? You sell in a downtrend. So now this is an illustration of a
Downtrend.
downtrend. A price has to first create a high, create a, create a,
AI.
create a lower high, lower low,
Uh,
lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and like that. That's the continuous cycle of a what? Of a downtrend. Now, let me write this out. This will be our high. This will be our what? This will be our H, which is our high, our low, you know, our lower high, our
higher low.
lower low, because it's going lower and it's a downtrend, so
Yeah.
it's always low, like something going lower than the other. It's what you're
Mm.
you're looking for. You get so like that. That's it. So I'm back again. This will be your what? Lower high, like that. So now in a downtrend is where you look to sell off from. So when we talk about downtrend, we know that this is where sellers come into the market. Downtrend, which is bearish, equals sales, right? Downtrend equals sales equals the level where you take your sell trade from is what? The resistance
Hmm.
level is where you want you sell from. So now, as I've illustrated, resistance where you sell from. Now, this illustration of a downtrend, we should know consists of a high, right?
Yeah.
A low, a lower high, lower high, lower low. Sorry, that should be lower low. Now, resistance levels are where we sell from as traders. Now, where do you catch your sell trades off? You catch it above price, above, on top like this. I believe you are able to grasp the illustration I'm giving out. Above like this,
Yes.
above like
Hold
that.
it,
Yeah,
hold it.
yeah.
Okay, quick question. Like, although it's not related to what you are saying, but I want to ask a question really quick. Um, what time frame do you use? Like, if I'm trading on GPP USD, for instance,
Okay.
what time frame do you use to check the overall if it's going bearish or bullish?
I use the higher time frame, meaning that I'm starting from the 1 hour. Now let me show you an example. Let me go to a clean chart on BTC. So now look at this chart here. We are on the 1 hour time frame. Now this 1 hour time frame right here is the highest, is a higher time frame, meaning that it's telling us that okay, you know that when something is happening on a higher point in time, we can say that it's more valuable. Something that happened in 1 hour time is more valuable and tells more information than something that happens during 5 minutes. We all understand that, right? So now, starting from the higher time frame, you can see that market price is currently what? Currently bullish, currently buying, right? Price is currently buying, it's creating series of higher highs and what? Higher lows. So now, the 1 hour has told us what? That we are buying. So we now scale down to the lower time frame. This is what we are going to still deal with, how to use multiple time frame to do your analysis. We call it multi-time frame trading. So now from the 1 hour time frame, from the 1 hour, we know that price is what? Price is bullish. is uptrend, right? Now we are on the 30 minutes time frame. We look for that type of structure too. High, low, high, low. Now price is supposed to go back high, right? So now, because let me mark that out. This is our low,
High.
and this will be our high right here, right? Our higher low because higher than the previous low, right? And so on and so forth. So our next one will be our what? Our higher high. Now, higher high. We expect that price comes back a little bit down, which it has done. Came back to this point to create a new higher low, which we find our support. Now, price is doing what? Price is buying from that zone. So again, you go to like a lower time frame to like look for where you want to enter your level of support, significant levels. So that's it for you, like understanding the trend, first of all, understanding support and resistance. Do you understand how I do my breakdown now? Prosper.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and just
All right.
understand.
Cool. So let's move forward. Let's go to the other. I was doing on topic of resistance previously. And I said that resistance is where we sell from. We sell in a downtrend, and resistance where we sell from in a downtrend. How do you identify a downtrend? A downtrend is something like this, right? I believe you all understand that.
Yeah.
A downtrend is something like that, right? Now, when price is coming down, let's say it's creating a series of high, low, high, low. Now, as price has done this, it's created a high, created what? A low, created a lower high, created a, sorry, let me go back to my created what? A lower high. Sorry, let me do that again. I'm getting them mixed up. So, right. All right. Now we can go right again. So, a downtrend price has to first start with a high, creates a low, creates a high, creates a low. Now, this first point where price starts from the downtrend is what we call the high. And the next point it gets to, we're going to call it what? A low, right? Then the high it created after the former high, we call it a what? A lower high, because it is lower than the what? Than the previous high. It's lower than the previous high. So now in a downtrend, we are expecting a price will do this. Price will come back. Our price will come back from this low here, create a new lower high. So now this point where price comes back to before we start to look to sell off, which is going to create a new what? A lower high, is where we are going to also find our resistance zone. So whenever price creates a new lower high, just know now, okay, you want to see if that level is a resistance zone. That's it. Resistance is where we sell from. So now we know that, okay, price is coming back somewhere at this lower high. What are we going to be doing? Placing a sell position like this. A sell position like this. I believe we understand it now. Do you guys understand?
Yes.
Oh, then please come again from that lower eye.
On the lower high, right?
Yeah.
Give me a second. Man, I'm not focusing on this trade I'm on. Supposed to have closed out. Price has now come back on me to my entry price. What the fuck? I totally forgot that I was on the trade. Shit. For you guys, oh, now wow. Don't claim
No vet.
Okay, so let's go over it again. So downtrend, right? We know the way price moves in the downtrend, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, right? Now we know that these points, this is our what? Our high,
Mm.
low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and the what? And this will be our new lower low. Now we are expecting our price after creating this lower low supposed to come back up here and create a what? A lower high, right? Now this point where price will come and create a lower high is what we call resistance. So now when price gets there and then start to like show us a red candle coming down, you know that okay, it is time to what? It's time to sell. Do you understand that now? That's our resistance. Now resistance are for sellers, support are for buyers. And we know that in an uptrend, we what? We buy. In a downtrend, we sell. So what I'm going to advise you guys now, I'll compile these videos together and then the PDF is on the group. You guys should go over it again. Go over it before the next class so that when I come to start saying some things, you will not find it gibberish to you. I believe you all learned something today, and I've almost spent more than the time I was supposed to spend teaching. But yeah, we all learned something today, right or no? Let me know.
Of course.
All right, good. So you guys should have a good night and be active, fund your account for more trades. Don't be